parents' divorce was a mess. Divorced in
you could be
11
the
laps.
winner of $10,000 in just 7 days. Spread the word to your
Shit's
friends
crazy,
and
bro.
family. Ever since I was a kid, I
And they got
knew
there
it
to
was my
23
destiny to become a famous chef.
mil.
I baked my first souffle
Yeah,
when I was
23
3,
mil, bro.
published my first cookbook when I was 5, and 2 days
Cap.
before my 7th birthday, I won the Grand National Bake Off
Cap.
contest. I guess I got it from my mom, who was one of the best chefs in the country.
She got strawberry
even had her own
earrings,
cooking
bro.
show on TV. But my dad couldn't fry an egg to save his life. He was mom's manager, and they were head
W
over
manager.
heels in love. Or I thought they were. But when I was 15, my world turned upside down. Mom ran off with a food critic. Dad and I were
With the food
devastated.
critic is
Dad
crazy,
sobbed
bro.
for weeks and
That
couldn't
bitch
bear
slept
to
for
leave the house
Antoine.
because billboards of Mom were everywhere.
shit,
Soon,
bro.
he lost all of his
Get Remy to
clients,
spin
was
her
fired
shit.
from his company, and the bills started piling up.
How could she do this to
Damn.
us? To me?
I don't know, Dad, but it's been 6 months
Yo,
and the
what
rent's
kind of
past
ass?
due.
Is it fucking asshole bitch? What the fuck?
This to us? To me?
I don't know, Dad.
That bitch don't got no empathy, bro.
But it's been 6 months and the rent's past due. Maybe it's time to focus on getting a new job.
Shut
Luckily,
up,
Dad
yo.
took my advice and got a job
Wow.
online, but it wasn't enough to make ends meet. I tried my best to help out by baking
He a
pies
fucking
and selling them to our
E-clown, bro.
neighbors after school. I even reached out to my mom to see
Are
if
we
she could help us,
serious?
but she said she had no money to spare because she was planning a huge wedding.
Ah, yo, yo.
I was so mad at Mom, I deleted her number from my phone. I couldn't believe she was so selfish. And Dad often started falling sick and would mostly
JJ.
stay in bed, sobbing. Stupid love had turned my mom into a selfish monster, my dad to a baby, and ruined my life. So I
Damn,
decided I'd never fall in love. My plan
you
worked
gotta
well
spin,
until
bro.
my senior
You gotta
year when I
spin
had an amazing
to
glow
get
up
that
and
life
inherited my
insurance.
mom's good looks. Suddenly, all the boys started noticing me.
Hey Zoe, wanna go to the
She
movies
fine
this
shit.
weekend?
Ugh, I'd never go to the movies with you. When's
She gonna go to the movies with him, bro. I'm not gonna
the
lie.
last time you showered? You smell like a rotten egg.
Zoe, did you want to go to the spring dance with me?
Bro, are you kidding? Not if you were
Aw.
the last guy on Earth. Okay, fine. I was mean, but I was protecting my heart. Besides, I was doing them a favor. Relationships are messy, and they bring out the worst in people.
Nah,
after
but when she
months
meet
of
me
insulting
though, she gonna fall in love. Real shit. Like, no cap.
just about every boy in school and making a few of them cry, the rest of the kids started
Nah, like real shit. I'ma make her. You feel me? Like.
avoiding me like the plague. I didn't mind. I hardly had time for friends. I was too focused on my studies. I dreamed of becoming
Nah,
a world-renowned
tears gonna be dropping
chef, opening
somewhere.
a 5-star restaurant, paying off
Okay.
all Dad's medical bills, and buying us a mansion on the beach. In the summer after my senior year, I was accepted into a top culinary school.
Poggers.
Dad, I got in. The good news cheered Dad up. He even got out of bed and tried to bake me my favorite
Pre-trash.
cookies. It felt good to see my dad in good spirits.
Yeah,
But when I
that shit.
discovered that I didn't get the scholarship to pay for my tuition,
Aw.
my hopes were dashed.
Honey, we're going to get you into that school.
Pre,
How?
they gonna
I'll
sell the
never
house.
Be able to afford it. That day, Dad put on a suit and went out to look for a new job. A couple weeks later,
Oh, that
he landed
E-clown
a
shit wasn't
position at a
working?
new management company. He even
Compa.
pulled some strings to get me an internship
Compa.
at a famous 5-star restaurant that catered to celebrities and socialites.
The owner is Miss Gina.
Yo, what kind of chef needs a fucking manager though? I just realized. Like that bitch was not clouded, no? Like she won a fucking like. Oh wait, no, she was on TV. I'm bugging.
She's discovered some of the most successful chefs in the business. Impress her, and she can make your dreams come
shit.
true.
I was
Freak
so
ass.
excited to start on my new adventure, but
I
I
need
was in
something
for
for
a
that lolly.
rude awakening. On my first day, the moment I stepped in the door, this boy my age named Hunter shoved a bucket of silverware and a
They gon'
broom
fuck.
in my face.
You're
Sniping
late.
it.
The dinner rush will be here in 10 minutes. Polish these, then mop the floors.
I thought I was supposed to assist in the kitchen. I'm an
Hold up.
award-winning
Am I tripping? He low-key stole this shit, bro.
chef. I have my own cookbook. I showed Hunter some of my old newspaper clippings and my resume.
Stop wasting my time with this
Aw.
foolishness. Only the best chefs in the world have the honor to cook in our kitchen. And I've never heard
Holy
of
fucking
Maybe
ego,
I should talk to
bro.
Miss Gina.
I'm the manager. Miss Gina's eyes and ears. And what I say goes. You're not touching that stove. After you've done scrubbing the floors, you can start washing dishes.
Hunter was a total jerk, and he got even worse once the guests arrived.
Zoe, we need those dishes clean.
Bro, I'm moving
Nah,
as
bro,
fast
think
as
he
I can.
Gordon Ramsay,
Not
bro.
fast enough.
He buzzed around me, yelling like a
This
maniac.
bitch crying?
I got so nervous, I dropped a handful of
Aw.
plates on the floor, and they
Yeah,
smashed
fire
to
this bitch, I'm not gonna lie.
pieces.
Fire
And the
her.
chef walked by and slipped and sprained his
Gigi,
ankle.
yeah,
Oh
fire,
my
yeah,
God.
fire her, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Gigi,
God, what's wrong
get her
with
going.
second later,
Get her
the
going.
whole kitchen
Oh
went
my
into a
gosh.
panic. The servers came in demanding their orders, but the chef was in no condition to stand, let alone cook. Suddenly, Miss Gina strutted into the kitchen
They going
in her
back to the
Prada
hood.
dress and jewels. The guests are complaining. This is unacceptable. Where is the food? Hunter turned as white as
that
a
aura?
ghost.
The chef keys.
I don't care. Fix it, Hunter, or
Ah.
you're fired. She stormed off in a huff. More servers came into the kitchen demanding food. Then Hunter looked at me.
Zoe, you said you can cook. You think you could help us out?
I thought you didn't want me touching the
Bitch, you just destroyed the whole kitchen, bro. Now you got an ego? Now, yo, what?
stove.
Forget what I said earlier. Please help me.
Is
I'll
she
do anything.
dead ass?
I'll buy you ice cream. I'll give you a raise. I'll shine
She
your
got my dog begging like she didn't just fuck up the whole shit.
shoes. I'll clean your house for a week. Anything you want. I can't afford to get fired.
Yo,
Deal. I washed
are we
my
serious?
hands, put on an apron,
Are we
and got to
serious?
work. I filled all the
we
orders
serious?
and added my
Like,
own
you know,
special
are we
twist on
serious?
each recipe. All the customers loved my cooking, and a few of them even asked to thank me personally. This was
Cap.
delicious. I've never tasted anything so amazing.
Okay.
Miss
Dickie.
Gina was so impressed. At the end of the night, she gave me a $500 tip. Just as I was leaving, Hunter ran up to me.
Thanks for having my back in there. Sorry if I came off as a jerk.
You were worse than a jerk. More like a monster. No, an
Bitch, you destroyed the fucking kitchen. What are you talking about?
ogre. An irritating mosquito.
You're right. It's just that this job can be a little stressful. Miss Gina wants things to be perfect, and I need this job to take care of my mom.
Talking
get
about,
it.
yo,
My
he
dad
talking
was-
about thanks for having my back. Yo, you better have my fucking back. You destroyed the whole kitchen. Yo, like what?
Sick for a while. I had to take care of him too.
How about we go out for that ice cream I promised?
I agreed.
Huh?
And Hunter took me to my favorite
Oh, Riz?
ice cream
Love you,
shop.
Riz?
We hung out for a couple of hours.
Oh, you sliding?
To my surprise, he was a really nice guy. We had a ton of things in common. We liked the same music, movies, and MSA videos. Did you see the
Yeah,
ton of
okay.
things in common? We liked the same music,
Music for food lovers.
movies, and MSA videos.
Nah, this really AI generated, bro.
Did you see this on TikTok?
No way. I watch MSA on YouTube. TikTok turns your brain into mush.
I know, right?
Ironic.
We both loved food. Though Hunter wasn't a chef, he dreamed of opening his own restaurant one day. And Hunter's parents had gotten divorced, just like mine. After that, Hunter and I started hanging out, and we were totally just friends. Neither of us had time
Aw.
for a relationship, not to mention love. We both knew how that ended. But
just
the more we
stroking
hung out with each other, the more I started to think that maybe liking a
Yeah,
boy
just stroking
wasn't all
shit.
that bad. One time, Hunter was walking me home. It was really cold. So
Just
he
put
took
the
off his
hand in the
jacket and
pants,
draped
my
it over my
dog.
shoulders. I looked up at him, and just as I was about to thank him for being so sweet, something inside me started to tingle.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
All googly-eyed. Oh wow, you're blushing. Do you have a crush on me?
No way! You're not even my type.
Nah,
You're
W Riz
lying.
chat.
No, I'm not. Hunter stepped toward me and smiled. He stared at me
Oh,
with his dreamy
I have a crush
brown
on you
eyes,
too.
And I swear they were
Ta.
like kryptonite. My heart started racing. Then suddenly we were hugging, and it was amazing. At that moment,
Friends on the Doom? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yeah. Wait, what you mean hug? What you mean hug, gang? Yeah.
I realized that I liked him more than a friend, but we never said the L word. That was totally off limits. As the weeks passed, my life got better by the day. Hunter was great. My job was fabulous. Dad was even doing much better and was making
W
more
Paul-
money than he'd ever made before. Gina was
Damn.
so impressed with my cooking that she gave me a raise
Her mom has cancer. I'm sniping it.
and decided to mentor me. She called me into her office and let me help her choose new items for the
What the fuck? Yo, I could have told you that, bro. What the fuck is this?
menu. She even gave me advice on how to be a successful businesswoman. It felt really nice to have Miss Gina take me under her wing. She reminded me of how my mother used to be. But one day, the craziest thing happened. Miss
Mom
Gina
pulls up.
hosted a gala at the restaurant and invited dozens of wealthy guests. Towards the end of the evening, I saw Miss Gina hug a wealthy man with a really expensive watch.
Wait. That's my mom's man. Why did I stutter on that, bro?
But as she
I didn't
pulled
even stutter. I just paused, but still, though.
away, she snatched the watch off his wrist and slid it into her purse. The man didn't even notice.
Easily.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought I must have been mistaken, but then I saw her swipe a diamond ring off a
Oh
woman's
my
finger,
gosh.
an expensive necklace off an old woman, and a man's wallet. I was shocked.
Oh,
Miss
she
Gina
her.
was a thief. Miss Gina caught me staring
She
at
gonna
her.
snitch?
She rushed over to me, dragged me into her office, and slammed the door shut behind us. You stole from those people. No, I didn't. Yes, you
W
did.
Gaslight?
I saw it with my own eyes. Fine, but it's not what you think. I need that money to keep this restaurant afloat. And those rich people have more money than they can ever need. Plus, they've got insurance. They can replace anything I stole. It's a win for everyone. I pawned the jewelry and reinvested into the restaurant so I could pay all of my employees. If I didn't do this, I wouldn't be able to afford to stay in business. But stealing is wrong. Losing this restaurant is worse. Think about Hunter, the busboy, the servers. They wouldn't be able to pay their bills or take care of their families if this restaurant shuts down. Life's not fair, Zoe. I'm just trying to even the odds. But if you want to report me, then go ahead. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to report Miss Gina, but I couldn't be responsible for Hunter and all the others losing their jobs.
6'7".
I'm glad I can trust you to keep this between the two of us. But can you do me a teeny favor? Don't tell Hunter about our little chat.
I just been
doubt
down
he'd
on the
understand.
highway.
After that, things went downhill. I hated keeping Miss Gina's secret, and worst of all, I hated lying to Hunter. It got so unbearable that I started avoiding him.
Are you okay? You seem stressed out.
It's nothing. Oh, I think I hear a dirty dish calling. I gotta go. But he could tell something was off.
Did I do something to make you upset?
No, I'm as cool as a cucumber. No, an ice cube, an iceberg, an igloo.
I don't think that's true. I feel like there's something you're not telling me, and it's obvious you're avoiding me. You run away every time you see me, and you never answer my texts.
Just then, I spotted Miss Gina watching me like a hawk. Jeez, can a girl just have some space? I have my own life. Maybe you should get one too. It came off way harsher than I meant it to, and I could tell I hurt Hunter's feelings.
Damn, he's shaking.
I was just trying to be nice. It's not like I'm in love with you or anything.
Hunter marched off, and my heart sank. Forget
His
about
pussy
him.
crying,
You should be
bro.
focusing on your career anyway. Miss Gina appreciated me for keeping her secret so much that she let me handle the accounting for the restaurant, and even hired me to
what did
cook
she
for a
take
few
his
private
job?
functions. With all the extra gigs and the tips, I'd made more than enough to pay the tuition for my first semester at culinary school, and we were only halfway through the summer. Things were going well, but it was bittersweet because I couldn't share the good news with Hunter. Then one day, I came home from the gym and noticed Miss Gina's convertible parked in my driveway. I walked in, and what I saw
She
rocked
fucking
my
pops.
world. Miss Gina and Dad were flirting on the couch. Miss Gina, what are you doing here? I thought I'd stop by and surprise you.
Miss Gina was telling me how great you've been doing at work.
And your dad came up with a wonderful idea. He's going to host a big event at our restaurant. He's inviting all his new clients and his business partners. It's going to be fabulous. Why didn't you tell me your dad was so smart and attractive?
Shit.
My blood ran
start
cold.
bouncing
All I
on
could
it.
think about was Miss Gina stealing from Dad's rich clients. What if she got caught? What if she started stealing from my dad? What
Look,
if
Shawty, you can tell him, but at least let him hit though. Like, you feel me?
she stole his heart?
Don't be-
Maybe
you feel
that's
me? Don't
not
be
such
blocking
a good
now.
idea. Don't be silly. Oh my, I'm so thirsty. Could you be a dear and get me something to drink? As soon as Dad left the room, Miss G whispered, "Don't you ruin this for me. We've hit the jackpot. I
We?
won't help you cheat my dad's clients." Oh, it's too late for that. If I go down, you go down too. Your name's on the accounting statements. And if the police get their hands on those records, you'll be in far more trouble than me. I had a really bad feeling, so I rushed out of there and headed straight to the restaurant. As far as I knew,
Yo, her shit fat though. Wait.
names on the accounting statements. And
I'm bugging, bro. She like 17. This is a cartoon, bro. I'm tripping.
if the police get their hands on those
My
records,
fault.
you'll be in far more trouble than me. I had a really bad feeling, so I rushed
fault,
out of
bro.
there and headed straight to the restaurant. As far as I knew, I did nothing wrong. All I did was keep track of the receipts, but as I looked at the numbers, things weren't adding up. I noticed that Miss Gina had been stealing our clients' credit card information, charging them for bogus items, and depositing the extra money into our
$500,000
clients'
for
credit
an
card information,
napkin.
charging them for
What the fuck?
bogus items and depositing the extra money into a secret account, and she'd been doing it under my name. I think
1.4
once she had
million.
me sign some lengthy documents, which I now realize were bank papers. I was so
she don't
busy
read.
and distracted at the time. She was right. If I said anything, I was toast. The night of Dad's event, I was on edge. I didn't know what to do. Dad, his clients, and all his business associates had all showed up, and Miss Gina was grinning from ear to ear. I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't keep lying for Miss
Nah, I can
Gina.
fix her, though.
If I said anything, my whole world could shatter to pieces. As I was
bro, I
cooking,
can
I
fix
must
her.
not have been paying attention because out of nowhere, flames went up from the stove, and I saw my life flash before my eyes. Hunter darted toward me and pulled me away from the stove. Suddenly, the kitchen erupted into flames.
Yo!
The fire alarm blared, and Everyone ran outside. Miss Gina marched up to me screaming like a banshee. You did this on purpose. You're trying to ruin me.
Aw.
No, it was an accident. I swear. Liar. Then something inside me broke. I couldn't let Miss
shit.
Gina control me anymore. So
She
I
locked
told
in.
the truth. You're right. I am a liar. But not anymore. I told the police all about Miss Gina's stealing and how she tried to blame it all on me.
snitch.
The police conducted an extensive investigation and learned that Miss Gina had done this before. She was wanted in 5 states for running the same scheme but
Damn.
under different names. My record was cleared of any wrongdoing and Miss Gina was sent to jail.
Why didn't you
gonna
tell
lie,
me what
free
was
her,
going
though.
on? You didn't have to go through this alone.
I didn't want you to get hurt.
So you broke my heart instead?
Damn.
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing to do.
Nah, that's
Maybe we
hard
can start
shit.
over, but this time,
I'm
no more
holy
lies.
shit.
Nothing but the truth.
Oh,
I think
my
we
fault.
can give that a try.
No, that's cinema, y'all.